Today we create monsters! Grab your sketchbook, get a fresh page ready, and your pencil, and a ruler, and lots of crayons. Just kidding. Isn't this crayon collection impressive? I just wanted to flex my crayons for you. Even has a sharpener in there. Anyway, you'll just need a couple crayons to color it. I only used like 3 in the end anyway, maybe 4. So take your ruler, and you can either draw a line in the middle of your paper, or if you want to make it even easier, you can just fold it up and fold your paper in half to create a line of symmetry. Basically, that's just a line in the middle where things are going to be the same on both sides. Now we're going to write on this line, and we're going to write your name. I decided to write Rigby. And you're probably not going to like this, but it looks way better in cursive. Now, my G is a little bit floating and my Y is a little bit floating. And I made the tails kind of short because I know they're going to overlap. Added a dot because I thought it would be an eyeball later. Didn't turn out that way. Well, you want to write your name on the center line. You probably have to pause, do that, and come back. Then the next step is that you are going to go over all of your letters and make it really dark. So in order to get a darker line, I unfolded my sketchbook and made sure I had a hard surface underneath. This will allow the pencil to not have such a soft surface, and it will give a darker line. So I did that. I just flipped through it because, I was just tracing. So then I fold it up, and it's very important that you flip it over. So you're basically going to be pressing on the back. This is very similar to a lesson we've done before where we did what's called the carbon transfer method. And this time we're going to scribble on the back with your pencil. You only have to scribble where the letters are. And the writing should be directly underneath where you're scribbling, not on the other side of the page. So scribble, rubbing the pencil back and forth where your letters are, and you will start to see that the letter is transferring to the other page. It's going to be very light, and it's also going to be a mirror image. So you're going to do that until you get the whole thing. It's kind of like a light little smudge, and then you're just going to go over it. You can see I have the whole back scribbled here, just showing you. You're going to go over your lines, and it's going to create the reflection of your name on the other side. So here I am carefully going over my letters. If you need to turn your page, whatever's comfortable for you. I know a lot of kids like to rip their page out of the sketchbook. I like to keep them in just so I have a nice collection of all of my drawings in one place. Now, as you can see, I can do this kind of quickly because I obviously am an art teacher and I practice drawing all the time. Now, if you have a letter or a tail that goes underneath the line, it's going to overlap into the other side of the page. This might seem weird, but it actually looks really cool. So do your best. And if you did it with print, it's not going to look as like loopy and swirly. I really strongly encourage you to do it in cursive because it does look way cooler. And I know that you guys learn cursive because you learned it in 3rd grade. So just keep going with your letters until you get the whole thing on both sides. So now I'm going to decide what's going to be the top or the bottom of my monster. Originally, I thought this would go the other way, but I decided to make it look like it has really, really big feet. And I thought there was kind of like a cricket vibe going on to this monster. So I gave it like wings and sneakers. You can totally add little things and change parts as you go. You can see I did that. I added shoelaces, leaf wings. I connect the dots with like tiny little arms, and I added eyes. And that's the fun and creative part of this piece of artwork. Then I took a couple crayons and I stuck with a limited color palette. That means I just chose a couple of colors. So I did like blues, greens, and a little bit of magenta for a pop of warm. And I went over and I added shading by pressing darker than lighter and kind of made like a cricket in armor. He's a crazy monster. Look at him or her. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Check it out. Ta-da! We now have a name monster made of Rigby. It's pretty cool. I cannot wait to see yours. Bye!